Get there on the 20th of February. 2nd, that's fine. Head back to Paris once you're done. You head back to Provence once you're done. Yeah, those guys didn't fight as gloriously as I was expecting them to. I should go and stand in Co in case I'm back up here. Syrian separatists, we do have guys nearby to deal with this. Terrain is drylands. Oh, we have the numbers. This is actually doing a bit of a number on my manpower, if nothing else. Greeks want to rise up, even though they had unrest reduction. Oh well. Who is free? Generalize. Andrew is free again. Okay, Andrew, we need your services. Teleport back to Greece? Macedonia. Don't get that wrong. That's politically touchy subject. Get you upgraded as well. Cores are starting to trickle in. You are beside a fort, so you're fine. Fort. You look like the fort. Oh, I can't quite click you. Yeah, all these 5,000s are adding up here. No problem. Oh. Couple of cores. Didn't really make a dent though. All have access, yes. More minor inconveniences. Gascon and Navarre. Navarrese? Why Navarra? Eh? Navarrese where? Or is it the different kind of Navarrese and the bird? Okay then. Get down to the bird. And Gascon, Aquitaine. Alright. By manpower. At least we can export our rebels. Well, they will come back because the fort has just retaken it. If we're lucky, the Ottomans will deal with them for us. Beans disappears. Okay, so these cores will be done this year. Put some of these horrible events behind us. They need to adapt. I don't want you taking attrition here. Can you build a supply depot? For 5 years, not really that helpful. Synop, that's close enough. Right, Can't take my eye off Zealand. You anymore. Can't take my eye off Austria. Diplomatic mode. Let's just go in a line. Lines are good. I haven't claimed Sofia. Oh, okay. Right. Portugal already had a Cassis on them. Now, I'm not going to do this just now, but let's have a look at demanding this province. You would say yes. Okay, well, when I've cored, I will do that. Probably raise autonomy because it's just going to be sitting there doing nothing. Lithuania disputed succession. I see why you wanted an alliance. Continue. Oh, the Navarrese are going to disappear because we have a big old army sitting there. Oh no, they're not. They're just thinking about it. Burgundian in Barrois. Okay then. Barrois. No supply limit. Barrois. See, this is why I like leaving France discombobulated. They die to rebels. Ah, finally, the cores have arrived. A minor inconvenience. Hey, Netherlands. Claim more of your land, but I won't. Please, just give me Zealand. That's all I ask. Gain one aggressive expansion. Okay. Goodbye, Netherlanders. It's got no unrest. That's quite nice, even with the separatism. This is why I love humanist. And Catholicism. Brilliant. Paris is cored as well. Let's let everyone be happy. Navarrese are going away. Rhodes will no longer be the seat of a cardinal, but we don't care because we just hemorrhage papal influence in any case. There's even fewer Catholics. I can't remember who was here that is not there anymore. Probably... I don't even know. Probably someone who suffered one too many minor inconveniences. British Columbia, huh? Question is it British Columbia or is it British Columbia? Like Canadian British Columbia? Or... no, it's actually British Columbia, that's fine. Scadia exist? Villains? How can I fabricate... oh, because it's overseas? Can I show my religious map real quick? Yes, I certainly can. And it does feel good to just be able to demand land. Doggos, you're absolutely right. Last time out, I fought a war against Russia for the Personal Union of Prussia, which I wasn't expecting to get. I thought it was going to be a huge war. I saw one little stack of 8,000 troops the whole time. We pieced out, and then I realised I'd missed one province down here in Ingil. Oh, I'll have to go to war with Russia again. Mighty, you know, mighty Pacific-touching, massive Russia. I threatened them for it, and they were like, yeah, have it. So yeah, damn, it feels good to be so large. We're doing our best to maintain Catholicism. It was pretty wiped out by the Reformations. Catholics didn't do great this game. You're not lying when you say that. If it wasn't for me, I think Catholicism might have actually been wiped out. except maybe in the New World. Portugal would probably still be Catholic, that being said, they're usually spared. But, yeah. And Burgundy are going to cease to exist as well, so that's going to go down. And the Pope doesn't actually exist either. So, yeah. There's going to soon be 2 Catholic countries in Europe eligible to get Curia Cardinals. Bit of a shame, really. The Burgundians aren't ticking up anymore, which is great. Britain. Please tell me you have an heir. I don't want to fight a succession war for you. Good enough. Austria. Austria, Austria, Austria. Yeah, need 10 favours. Yeah, we get them reasonably quick, once a year, so... we'll soon get them called in. Yeah, we lose a lot from statute and restraint of appeals, which I could repeal, and the occupation of Rome, because I like to make things difficult for myself. Took Rome really early, stayed Catholic. It's the true baller way to do it. I believe I just said something was baller. And we're capping in dip again. Well, let's do our ahead of time trade efficiency. And let's get our ships upgrade. One cannon sitting there. Figure from the stack. I lost my train of thought there. Can't remember. Dutch separatists in Zealand. So you're not quite so... alright, because I have a missionary there. You'll be fine once you're converted. Sold the missionary. That's right. Let's build some buildings for good old Portugal. I did this for Prussia, as you can see, and when I, a short while later, declared against the Ottomans, they just clicked their fingers and rose up a huge army. It was glorious to see. I will never integrate Prussia. There's no advantage to me doing so. They have nothing I need for this. Oh, hello, Age of Revolutions. Don't think I've ever made it this far. When the ages have been the word I'm looking for, when the ages have been enabled. I had a long break from Europa a while back, but I've gotten back into it in a big way. Okay. Okay, Austria. Actually, even if I good to have puppet space marines. Caddy's asking, should I not farm Spain? That you have a fair point. I could have. Oh, okay. She is pretty good. I really, really don't want her dying. 50-50 chance. Every time. And Austria want more unlawful territory? Zealand. Okay, that will push up the unrest, something awful. But getting it converted will help. I'm not even converting it, I'm coring it. What was I saying? Yes, I could farm Spain, but no, I want to do this as Aragon. There's just something lovely about seeing that big, bold Aragon spreading across the Mediterranean. Because this is the Mare Nostrum achievement run after all. We want the sea line. We want everyone to know this is our sea. Wondrous. Need the one stab this time. We'll just take our usual merchant. Although maintenance at this point is probably fairly high. We could save ourselves 18 ducats a month. And we lost our tip prep guy. Let's get brought. I really like the Parliament mechanics. I really love paying money because money is no object. Like Navy commissions, they are no object. The other thing I like doing is presenting scapegoats. Yep, hire someone, bring him to court, chop his head off, and then say, the other guy we really liked anyway. Lovely. Ottomans have sown discontent. One Muslim, one reformist, one Catholic. Yeah, this is what happens when you have a fairly big humanist empire. Everyone and anyone comes to court, which is fine. It's kind of not because I'd love to promote people, but gonna do. Yeah, can't promote any of these guys. Hey ho. We're a bit ahead of time in mill. These generals must be getting on in years. Yet. Just yet. Also, why are my not drilling? Standing in horrible attrition land is part of the answer to that. Let's get them out of attrition central. Once I hit 100% professionalism, I kind of forget to tell people to drill, which I really shouldn't. Very multicultural court. Yep, you got it, doggos. Got that right. Oh yes, of course, ideas. Let's finish that off. And have a look at the policies. That's quite nice, but we don't need the money at this point. I don't want to spend the mill for it. We don't... Ooh, diplomats. Diplomats are always helpful. There's separatism as well. Separatism. Alright. We'll have a think about those. If you conquer Istanbul, can you form the Roman Empire? That's what I'm aiming for, is forming the Roman Empire. Caddy, you are on the right lines. I need a little bit more. The last time I finished conquering the coastline, I was like, hey, that's great. We'll get the achievement. We'll click the button to restore the Roman Empire. Oh, wait. Why is it greyed out? Let's have a look at the requirements. Oh, wait. I need to own all of France, all of Iberia, and not just, you know, own it or have a subject own it myself. Own the Balkans. Own Anatolia. And Mashriq, that'll be why we need to take on Iraq as well. And London, York, Zealand, Vienna. So I've got a little bit of conquering still to do. That's a fair point. Ottomans, when are our truce up? This year. Could punch you some more before I punch Austria. Build up some favours with good old Scandinavia. Because you are allied with Afghanistan. Khorasan. Not seeing the panic there, to be honest. I would rather fight two big countries than HRE miners any day. Bring you over here. Cancels the drill, of course, but hey ho, we'll get them drilling once they're done. Better get your way to Provence as well. You're probably no longer needed on rebel crushing duty, since Brabant won't stand there anyway. Also, you're getting out of the Holy Roman Empire. Austria won't like it, but then Austria can go and suck an egg. Guys, stop your drilling. We need you to kill Ottomans. Long-awaited Roman Empire 2 Electric Boogaloo. Now, I need to pay more attention when fighting the Ottomans. I think the problem I had was I killed them relatively easily the first time out and then just mentally switched off from them being a threat. The AI loves to combine all their stacks together and have one big Ottoman doom stack of about 110,000 troops. Which surprisingly can do a reasonable amount of damage. So I need to be alert to that possibility. But this is the other reason that encircling is quite nice. We can just build mercs and start occupying. The other clever thing the Ottomans did was rush all my lowly castles, which are horrendously out of date, breach them, assault them, and they got all the way to Ceuta, actually. Fair play to them. Where did I tell you to go? Ah, that seems actually vaguely sensible. Okay. Yeah, and as expected, the generals are going to start dropping like flies, so let's get another one to replace them. Fake Navarra can have their seat. Novara. What are you even? I think we've got the will. The other nice thing is Prussia have a whole bunch of claims as well, but they're not in a region that we need, so it's going to be imperialism because cost reduction is great. Scandi obviously won't join in, but Khorasan won't join in, which is, I guess, a small bonus. They will give access to Afghanistan or Ottomans or someone, so we will be seeing Afghanistan rear their ugly head around here. That's a desert, I need to remember that. We're occupying the desert. Where are the forts? Have you knocked down some forts, Ottomans, or are you just not paying for them? Is that why I can't see them? Did I knock down forts anymore? Did they ever? Once again, I haven't really paid attention to which ones they were paying for and which ones they weren't, so... Do it the hard way. And this is where I wish we had the Hearts of Iron battle plan. But we can set our own manual battle plans, so what are you going to do? Yeah, looks like you have just been activated. I'd have never... if I'd stood in Aleppo, I could have probably rushed it to force march. Gladly lose money to keep stability. There we go. They're combining into the Megazord. Or a wee bit short. So far, so not bad. It's a bunch of standing in places calling it ours. Stood there for 27 days or what have you. You over there. These stacks. You go for this guy, Mosul, please. Also, whenever I see Sinjar, I'm pretty sure there's another Sinjar. Yeah. Like there's a Sinjar somewhere. Excellent. We got the breach. Siege, not many actually. 8. Russia will make their way down, sieging as they go. Oh, you should really have had a general. Oh, that's okay then. Oh, excellent. An actual siege is done. And our siege ticks are fairly quick as well, thanks to offensive. An idea group I thought I wasn't going to use because we were so close to the end, but we actually weren't, so nice that we get to use it. Speaking of getting used, actually escape, but hey, do you need 7? But squeeze that out. It's inefficient. Please go that way instead. Okay, everyone has marching orders. Can we find this Aragon series on my YouTube channel? Yes, it will be going up on my YouTube channel. You are absolutely right. And for anyone who's watching this on YouTube, they will be saying, well, obviously it's on YouTube. At the moment, I have a bit of a backlog to clear, and the YouTube API that I'm using, because I use a little tool to upload my videos for me, can only do about 6 videos a day. So I'm in the process of doing an Indian co-op game.